and welcome to hashtag 24 weeks of Christmas. So this week I am doing a project to finish up some paper that I'm doing for another collaboration called Smash That Small Paper Pad. And I decided that I wanted to make some little note card holders so that I could give some of the shut-ins at my church little note cards. Now today I'm going to be making 3x3 cards, but you can also, this also works for 4 1/4 by 5.5 cards as well. So, and you don't even really have to adjust the size of the folder, just cards. So we're going to start with two 6x6 sheets of paper. And we're going to need our scoreboard and our scoring tool. And I'm going to score each paper at 1 inch. Just on one side. And that's it for that. Alright. Make sure we have the paper upside right. Because you don't, if you use a double-sided paper, you want to make sure that your paper lines up. You don't want to have the other side on it, upside down. So we're going to take these two pieces right here. And this is going to be the base for our card holder. So we are going to glue this just like this to create a spine. Now this is not a really new idea. It's just I wanted to use a 6x6 and I didn't want to use a whole bunch of other paper. And so I just came up with the measurements that I needed. So we're just going to do 1 inch. We're going to fold this flat. Then we're going to line this up so that it's even up to the score line, but not on the score line. Okay? And that is the little folder itself. Now we're going to make some pockets inside to hold our cards. So I think I'm going to use this one. Y'all, this could not be simpler. So all we're going to do is take our paper cutter. This is by 6, right? It doesn't matter what side, because this is not a directional piece. We're going to cut this in half. So you have two pieces that are 3 by 6. Let's move this out of the way for a moment. Bring our scoreboard back in. Whoops. I have stuff lined, y'all. And then we're going to score this 1/4 inch on 3 sides. Actually, not 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch. On 3 sides. And you're going to do both pieces that way. Okay, let's move this out of the way. Then before we fold this up, we're going to take our scissors, and where these two lines intersect, we're going to cut that corner completely off, just like that. So your scissors should run through the intersection of that. Then we're going to fold and burnish our lines. So when you fold them up, it's going to look very neat, just like that. Okay? And let's do the next one. And just like that, we have 2 pockets. Okay? Move that out of the way. Let's bring back our folder in here. Make sure we have it going the right way so our design is not upside down. And I'm going to use glue. Here's the thing. You can use tape if you want to. But when you're making pockets and things, I think glue is better because glue dries and tape does not. And your items could be getting stuck in the pockets. So all I'm going to do is line this up with the edge of the folder over here and the bottom. And because we took some width off of it, it will not go off the score. It will not go off the edge of onto the score line is what I'm trying to say. Okay, we're just going to do the same thing to the other side. Just glue that down. Line it up with the edge of our paper. So we can make sure this does not go over the edge of the little booklet. There we go. So we have that. Really easy, right? And then if you're using 6x6 paper, you can take different paper. We're going to make 4 cards. And all I'm going to do is line this up, make sure it's not directional. And we're going to split this at 3. We're going to fold one this way. Oops. Okay, and then we're going to fold one on the inside, the other way. Because this is double-sided paper, you can get 2 different cards from one piece of 6x6. And then let's choose another one. And we're going to have to cut it this way, so this right here will be in the direction it needs to be in. And we're going to make 4 cards. So this one will go this way. And then this one will go this way. And I'm not going to really decorate them right now. You guys know that. I just use some stickers or whatever. And then I have a strip of white paper here that I cut. And it's going to be 3 by 3. Or, excuse me, 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. No, it's not. 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. Just to make a little line in there, and you can stamp anything in there you want. But you come out with 4 cards, and they'll go right here. And then we can just make our little envelope, our little envelopes. And let me show you how we're to do that. We're going to use our envelope punch board. And I got correct measurements, make sure, because this is not always right, as I found out earlier. We're going to cut this paper to 5 1/2 square. Well, this one is already cut. No, it's not. I take that back. I lied. And then save your little scraps. You can use them to decorate your cards. But one thing I do find out when you're making envelopes, it really is important that you try to get it exactly the way it says. If it says 5 1/2, make sure you have it right on 5 1/2. Now we're going to line this up to 2 3/4. So I'm only going to make one just to show you. So we're going to make this on 2 3/4. Make sure that's perfectly lined up there. Then we just punch and score. And then after that, you just line it up on the line. Punch and score. And when you line the short line up again, you'll notice that it will come out at 2 3/4. The opposite side of the first one you punch. And then line it up. And score. There is all that is to that. And then we're just going to take the 2 short sides and fold them in. And then take this side and fold it up. And this side and fold it down. Okay, so all I do is take a little glue here and just run it along this little line right here. put that down, enough to hold this side down. Then run a little bit right there and fold that up. And that's the little envelopes for the cards. And they fit nicely down in there. Just like that. Now, like I said, you can also make 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. They will definitely fit there. The envelopes go on the other side, like that. And then all I'm going to do is decorate the outside a little bit. And I just have some ribbon here that I'm going to be using. Right here. It's just this cream color ribbon. And all I did was figure out how much I wanted to use for a tie. And I'm not much. I'll just tie I'm not going to tie a bow, just a little square knot, like that. And then I just run my glue, fold it kind of flat, run my glue down the middle. And put my ribbon down, like so. And then put some down here where the spine is, like that. And then flip it over. Line it up with what you have already cut off. Cut that off. Kind of cut it off at an angle. So you have nice ends. And then I'm going to run this across here to match it. Just lay that down like so. And then just fold it down like that. Alright, so you have your envelopes on this side, your little cards on this side. Also, if you want to, you can put in like a gift card or anything else you want to do. Okay, so now to decorate the side a little bit, I have been saving my little cutout pieces that I used on a different project with my Stampin' Up! Postage stamp. I love this. I love this one. Okay, so I am going to put that on here. I think I'm going to turn it around. I don't know if I want this side. Yeah, I definitely want the red side. All I'm going to do is put that right there. So I'm just going to glue this down on the front. Give it a little bit of decoration. Lay that down right there on the side. Okay. Now this is going to be thicker when I get more cards and more envelopes built in there, but you know. And then I just took my little stickers and found one that I like. It kind of has the colors in there. Maybe let's do... Let's do a Santa Claus this time. And before I stick it on there, I'm going to stick some foam tape. And this is just foam tape from the Dollar Tree. And I'm really liking it. It's done really well. So if anybody wants to know how the Dollar Tree foam tape is, I like it. And just make sure I cut that off a little bit so it's not showing. Let me take that back. There we go. Okay, and then I'm just going to make sure that's down. Take a piece off. Stick that up in the middle like that. And then we could take some of the little embellishments that's on here and maybe put them down here to sort of decorate the little card. And I mean the little front. And then tie it up. I'm just going to tie this into a little square knot. And there we go. And here's the other one that I made. If you saw my Smash That Small Paper Pad, you would have seen this one on that video on Sunday. But you can tell how much thicker it is once it all gets completed. And so the same thing on the inside. It's amazing how versatile just 2 patterns can be. And I have the cards over here that I decorated. And then the little envelopes. And then just put this right here. And I just tied a double knot. Oh, excuse me, a square knot. There we go. So that is my project for week, what is it, 15, 16? I'll have it right in the description box. 24 weeks of Christmas. Don't forget to head over to watch Garris, and who was Created Home with G, and Angie, who's AB Designs. And I'm not sure if Tony from Kate's Crafty Cottage is joining us this week, but go check it out just in case. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye!